and welcome to your tarot videoscope for 2018 by Ama. This recording will be for Aquarius Sun, Aquarius Rising, and Aquarius Moon. If your sun sign doesn't make sense to you, please also listen for your rising sign and for your moon sign, because it just so happens that sometimes the messages intended for you could show up for you either through your moon sign or through your rising sign. This will be a general focus, a general overlook for your sign for the year 2018. I'm also uploading a whole new video for your sign. In that video, I'm going to take a closer look to each and every month. I'm going to give you a message, a prediction, and some insight to each and every month of 2018. So for those of you who are interested to know more, please click in the link down here below in the show more description box. That's going to take you to the Vimeo videos for those of you who are interested for download and purchase. If you'd like to schedule a private consultation with me, please email me at amalightworker@gmail.com. You may also visit my website, amalightworker.com. Thank you to all of you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. If you are new, welcome. If you like my videos, subscribe. And please keep in mind that when you subscribe, you can also click in the little bell icon right here next to subscribe. If you click on that, that button is going to notify you each and every time that I upload special videos like this one, and each and every time that I do live streaming. And remember that I will also be doing a live streaming for you in January. Therefore, it's important for you to turn on that notification button right here, and you will be notified about it. For this reading for you, I decided to pull one card representing 4 months of the year. So one card for January, February, March, and April. The next one for May, June, July, and August, and the very last one, the third one for September, October, November, and December. So I'm going to use the cards from the traditional tarot deck. And at the very end, I'm also going to pull one extra card from the Psychic Tarot deck by John Holland. And let's see what other messages will show up for you throughout that card. And I'm also going to open 2 more cards to look into January 2018 for you. I'm going to use 2 cards for your January prediction, and I don't know what the cards are yet. We're going to, I just flipped them over. We're going to find out about these 2 cards together. Without further ado, let's begin with your reading. The first card that wanted to show up in this reading, so pretty much these are the cards that wanted to show up for you for January. The first card that wanted to show up in this reading for you is the Justice card, representing January, February, March, and April. The meaning of the card, to me personally, it means justice, balance. It also means dealing with courts, legal matters, or the legal system. Rewards, being rewarded through courts, legal matters, and the judicial system. Sometimes it also means, or it represents, some challenging situations in relation to a business, financial affairs, family affairs, a legal matter that could show up, but generally it's situations that stemmed from the past. It could also signify brand new beginnings, this card. It also signifies brand new beginnings, and it also signifies you having results or success for your persistence, hard work, and effort. And it generally means being ready to take on a fight, to take on your next step. And if this doesn't make sense to you, as I said, for the purpose of this general reading, I'm also going to say that it also means being balanced. So allow me to tune in so I can hear my guides as to why this card is important and what does it mean. Why is it that it showed up in this reading for you? For many of you Aquarians, I hear that the new year is going to start with a big sparkle, a big bang. You are really going to feel this huge energetic change. Could be about the way you feel, could be about how other people feel around you. There's going to be some of you Aquarians that for some reason they're saying the end of the month or the end of January could seem to bring these brand new beginnings and some great new changes for you. Partnerships are going to be at your focus at the very beginning of the year. This could be about the people that you associate with, people that you are in some sort of a partnership, co-workers, business deals. For some of you, they're talking about you striking an important deal, closing the deal, sealing an important agreement. At some point of 2018, many of you will have an important discussion around your rent or around whether you should move or relocate. And it does feel that the first 4 months of the year are going to kind of lay the foundation for a possible move or for a possible relocation. But at the same time, I do keep getting images of many of you trying to renegotiate your participation in something. Renegotiate the conditions, renegotiate your benefits. Could be a work contract, it could also be a renegotiation of your rent, mortgage, any business ventures that you could be involved with. And for some reason, I also keep getting that, especially throughout the first 4 months of 2018, many of you really need to be careful with how you decide to spend your money. There's going to be a tendency for you to either kind of overspend, maybe invest your money in an idea without properly preparing for it or without properly thinking about it. But I also see other Aquarians really giving a good thought about what do you feel that is worthy for you to spend your money. A gym membership, your looks, a computer. Whatever you feel that if you actually spend your money on it, it's kind of going to help you, not only with your personal issues, but it's also going to help you to grow your career. Many of you could be drawn to some sort of self-development courses, reading books about it. I do keep getting that generally Aquarians can be very intuitive, but for some reason I keep getting that you're going to start to feel more and more intuitive than usual. If you are an Aquarius who has a spiritual based business or a creative, an artistic kind of an endeavor business, I keep getting significant growth and success. However, so this is what I generally keep being highlighted for Aquarians. Anything that has to do with politics, maybe you yourself are involved in politics, I keep getting success there. Could also be about you following up about any causes that you believe in, real estate, property matters. You may initiate your own business or some sort of a profession that has to deal with real estate, homes and properties, spiritually based businesses. But I also keep getting you being more and more in the spotlight, and in some ways maybe you are not necessarily looking to be in the spotlight. For some of you, I keep getting maybe reorganizing your subscriptions, boosting a business that you have. I also keep getting images of lots of networking, working at a distance for some of you, but also I keep getting that for some reason you could have a certain sense of isolation or loneliness, and I do see many of you trying to kind of shift around or to change this feeling when from time to time either you feel isolated, you feel cut off, or maybe you just feel lonely. Throughout 2018, I also feel that you are going to take some action into bringing back to balance particular areas of your life. So especially if 2017 was maybe emotionally very difficult or challenging for you, I really do feel that in 2018 you are going to initiate a program, a change, a course of action step by step that will really help you to and allow you to focus in each and every area of your life equally. So maybe balancing out your work, your family life, balancing out your personal down private time, balancing out with how much time you spend, outdoors, socializing with other people. But I also keep hearing the balancing your finances and having to address some important issues with your finances. I'm not seeing anything bad in terms of money and finances, and I really feel that for some of you Aquarians, I really feel that in 2018 you are really going to boost and increase your earnings. I keep getting this huge reconstruction, but more so is going to start internally in your inner world, with your emotions, with your inner fears, with the way how you think. So, if you are an Aquarian, and maybe you could be feeling that maybe you are not going through any changes, or you are not noticing any changes, maybe your life is still the same, nothing is really changing in a big way, I keep getting that for you, the bigger changes and the bigger transformations are happening internally, and that is a big shift, a big movement forward, even though to you it feels like nothing is happening. There is a lot happening beneath the waters. We're going to have some important planetary movements. January 31st, we're going to have a lunar eclipse. In February, it's going to be followed by a solar eclipse, and all of this are going to really stir up emotions, fears. You are going to be forced to face anything that maybe subconsciously in some way is making you feel secluded, limited, facing your past, facing your fears. So that's why I keep saying that it's going to be in some ways a revolutionary for your inner world, for your spirituality, and many of you will decide on a new goal, you will choose a new path in life. You are going to restructure your purpose. You're going to start to work on a new purpose for you. I also keep getting filing for an immigration case, a visa, international traveling. Some of you could be working toward some sort of an achievement, like to achieve a bachelor's degree, to achieve your higher education, to achieve a certification, to achieve a license. Right from the beginning of the year, many of you will start to work on improving a status that you have. This could be your status that you have through your work in your career, whatever titles you have. You could start to work towards improving and increasing that. Your financial status. the status that you have in a relationship with someone, are you friends, your status in a marriage. So I keep getting working on a particular status, whatever status you decide to set your mind into it and work on that. May seems to be very much highlighted, even though the next card is supposedly supposed to talk about May. But I keep getting that whatever is going to happen in January, February, March, and April, for some reason, some of you may start to see some benefits of it in May, or in May it's going to start to grow quite rapidly. So legal or useful information, especially something that has to deal with the legality of a situation, January, February, and May seems to be highlighted. But I also keep getting that for some of you, whatever's going on in the first 4 months of 2018 will start to unfold, see results, or will start to conclude, finish up, closure toward October, November, December for other Aquarians. The next card that you have is the King of Cups, representing May, June, July, and August. If it represents a person in your life, usually this King of Cups represents a Cancer, a Pisces, or a Scorpio. This could be their sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. And sometimes this card may also represent you if you have lots of water energy in your astrological chart. So this card also represents somebody who did hold on through struggles with a lot of dignity and grace. It also represents self-improvement, motives, inspires others. Generally it represents a nurturing father who puts his family first. And generally speaking, it also means stability and common understanding. I do feel that this card is showing up in this reading because for some of you, you may have to re-coordinate, restructure, rethink, reevaluate your relationship and your situation involving one of your parents. For some of you it's going to be your father, for other ones it's going to be your mother. It could also be about your grandparents. And maybe that's why for some of you this could be about that generational gap and differences throughout generations. For some of you, I feel that if you are someone who particularly had to struggle with finances, or for some reason you had to struggle because either you live far away from your family and loved ones, or a partner that you have, I do feel that in 2018 there's going to be an improvement of that situation. For some of you, I do keep getting chances and opportunities for you to travel, but very much so traveling overseas seems to be very much highlighted. You could also be in some ways taking care or supporting emotionally either a parent, a grandparent, or the older generation, your family members. But I also keep getting that something will be passed on to you. This could be wisdom, secrets, family wisdom, family secrets, that or things that have a symbolic and significant meaning to family members that will be passed on from one generation to another generation. This could also be about memories, things of the past. Because I really believe that for some of you, you are really going to dig in the very roots of how you became to be you. Your family DNA, your family history. I also keep getting that you are going to start to work tirelessly towards either improving your health, improving your physical appearance, beautifying your self. If you were planning or if you had any issues with any addictions, any insecurities, anything that mentally or emotionally you needed to tackle, but maybe you were in some ways either avoiding a situation or procrastinating about it, I really feel that throughout May, June, July, or August, for some reason, you are going to be forced to face these situations, and whether you like it or not, change will find you throughout this time. And I'm not saying it's a big change, because I don't know how you are going to react to that change. I do keep getting a sense that changes that are meant to happen are really meant to help you. But for some of you, you could be having a little bit of a harder time adapting to these changes. And for some of you, it could be also like a relocation that could be particularly a little bit more difficult that you are prepared to. Your friendships, different associations that you have with different people will be tested a little bit throughout 2018. But I also keep getting that you are going to open doors to creating new friendships, connecting with people who share the same vibration as you, who have the same beliefs as you, people that you can easily connect. And I also keep getting that networking will be very important. You could be networking to organize gatherings, organize conferences, organize a business. It could be promoting yourself, promoting your career on behalf of your company. It does feel that in some ways you are going to end up going in important events, lectures, conferences, courses, but you might not realize during the time that you are attending these events that this may end up to being very important for you, because I do feel that in the maybe 3 or 4 months after you go to these events, then you're going to see something coming to fruition. It could be about the people that you are going to connect throughout these activities. I also keep getting a lot of you Aquarians really thinking, doing a lot of deep thinking. You could be picking up yoga, you could be picking up meditation, you could be doing breathing exercises. I do keep getting that you are really going to be able to kind of zoom in, take it all in that moment, like this deep sense of meditation it feels, but maybe it's not specifically meditation, but it does feel that like that. I do keep getting that you are going to develop some very healthy habits throughout 2018. Now, June and July, I keep getting that you may have a tendency to pull away from others. So whether it's important for you to respect what your intuition is telling you, also throughout June and July, please remember that too much isolation, it's not going to serve you right. For some of you, I keep getting either about partying, maybe spending a lot of time on a boat if someone you know has a boat. I keep getting for some of you traveling in style or traveling in luxury, visiting your places, and I really feel that some of you will be taking a chance or a risk in some ways. For some of you, you could be taking this emotional risk in a relationship with someone. They're talking about this law of attraction and love relationship, and for some of you, this love relationship could be happening through someone that you are either going to meet in the workplace or through co-workers. So there is some sort of a work connection for some of you with this love relationship that I do see happening. Um, August also is, so July and August we are again going to have some eclipses, but I really feel that for some of you, you could be completing or you could be achieving, finalizing an important step to a situation that will arise either in January or in February 2018. Nine of Wands representing September, October, November, and December. To me it means hold on tight, do not surrender, last push, delays, waiting, or you did your job, you did what you have to do, now you're just waiting patiently for success to come in. Sometimes to me it also means finishing, putting up the last finishing touches, getting ready to complete, and it also means tying up loose ends. So now allow me to tune in and allow me to focus so I can figure out what does this mean. For some of you, I keep getting this huge sexual attraction with someone, but at the same time, I keep getting that this could turn out to be just a fling or just like fun. Maybe it's not going to be long lasting, but definitely it's going to be very intense. You could maybe you're going to start a relationship with someone. As I said, it's going to be like this powerful attraction, and I keep getting that. If that is the case, please take it easy. At the very least, do not really invest yourself emotionally too soon, too quickly, because I keep getting that somewhere down the line, this big attraction is going to start to fizzle out, and maybe you won't have the same emotions, this big attraction anymore. So please be careful with that. But I also keep getting some sort of an injection of new light, because I keep getting like being injected with a dose of optimism, lightness, new dreams, getting like a good dose of being uplifted, things getting easier in some degree, and you also being very empowered, because I keep getting like unleashing this inner power that you Aquarius possess. And when you unleash your inner power, no matter what's happening, there's nothing that could stop your determination, your inner power. There's nothing that could stop you or prevent you from you achieving your goal. And I do see that happening pretty much mostly toward September, October, November, and December, but October is very much highlighted during this time. You could be reconciliating a relationship. This could be with an ex-lover, ex-partner, ex-husband, ex-wife, with for some of you, I do see a new business partnership forming or consolidating, especially if you are in a situation where there was a lot of talks, a lot of planning, but it wasn't really happening. So there's going to be like an important consolidation of something that could be either a professional relationship, professional partnership, or a business partnership. For some of you, you could be reconciliating with either a mother or father or someone in the family that maybe some situation was quite tense, or they made you feel quite tense. So there's going to be some reconciliation. I also keep getting that either because of your line of work, you could be connecting with foreign countries, traveling in foreign countries. For other ones, this could be you maybe having this desire of growth, and maybe you are going to decide to take an interest on foreign languages, other cultures, different religions. There's going to be something international, very important happening for you. And for some of you, this could be you connecting in some way at a personal level with either somebody who's a foreigner or someone who lives in a foreign country. You are also going to have some closure, some healing in some very old matters that have to deal with old wounds, old hurts, but a lot of it has to deal with some old family situations that are not going to make sense to you right away, maybe until the last portion of the year. And I do feel that for some of you, in some ways, you are going to lose someone important to you. I don't know in what way, because that's all I hear for you. You are going to lose someone important to you. But also, you are going to heal. There's also going to be a lot of support around you. So you can heal from this loss. And for some of you, I keep getting that you are intentionally going to lose this person from your life or not make room for them anymore in your life. So for some of you, this could also be done intentionally. Nevertheless, that doesn't mean that there's not going to be pain or hurt throughout the process. For some reason, I keep feeling that anything that you are going to do in terms of communication, writing, publishing, radio shows, screenplays, television, interviews, newsletters, performances, anything that has to deal with news, information, expressions of your thoughts and emotions is really going to be boosted, it's really going to be powerful, and it's going to bring you some great success. Because what I keep getting for you, you're going to feel like, you know how Peter Pan is always young and has this very vivid imagination and anything is possible. For some of you, I keep getting this energy being reawakened in you. So for some of you, anything could be possible if you allow it. Some of you will be working on your marriage, but I also keep getting a certain sense of security around you, or a certain sense of secrecy about your marriage. I keep getting some of you selling stuff, maybe in fairs, different fairs. For some reason, I do keep getting, or maybe dealing antiques, buying, selling antiques. I keep getting some sales that will, or activities around sales being very much highlighted for you, Aquarian. And the last card that you have is the Power card from the Psychic Tarot deck by John Holland. So the meaning of the card is, it represents your inner power, your willpower, your sense of determination. It also represents your sense of love, compassion, hope. It's time for you to start to solve or to channel this energy. I keep getting that strengthening between mind, body, and spirit. For some of you, 2018 is going to be an important year when you are going to manifest something extremely deeply very important for the betterment and the improvement of your life. For some of you, I keep getting that whatever obstacles, maybe even obstacles that have been going on for years, and maybe for years you, in some ways, maybe you weren't able to deal with them successfully in 2018. I do keep getting this huge positive movement forward, dealing with this important issue. If it was an immigration issue that has been in your mind or has been blocking you in some ways for years. This could be you finding some resolution to that. If it is about a family situation, again, this could be about you finding some important and significant resolution, solution, piece about a family situation. For some of you, it's going to be about properties and your personal wealth and your personal finances. If in some ways you feel that power, you have been lacking power, either your inner power or maybe somebody emotionally had some emotional power or mental power over you, I really feel that you are going to take your power back. Some of you may end up having a promotion, or you may end up in a position of power. But I also feel that some Aquarians are going to, your career may be taking you in a different direction, and I don't really feel that you could be particularly planning for this new direction with your career. I just feel that you are going to be in some ways divinely guided, and your career will be redirected in a new direction. I do feel that you are going to rebuild a whole new structure for your life. You are going to rebuild a whole new foundation for the rest of your life. There are also going to be some important planetary movements, Uranus, Jupiter, and I really feel that in the long term, in maybe the next 10 years to come, if not longer, you Aquarians are really going to have a better luck, and your life will start to turn around for the better when it comes to your personal possessions, your personal wealth, your finances, and your career. For some of you, you are going to notice, as they mentioned, this big shift in energy right from the start of 2018. For some of you, it's going to be more noticeable toward the end of 2018. But nevertheless, this luck will keep on being on your side for years and years and years to come. You are going to meet maybe people that are either powerful in the company, maybe they hold a position of power, higher ups. You could be meeting or in some ways associating or even interacting with maybe spiritual leaders that are important to you, political figures, celebrities. I keep getting these type of people are going to just show up to support you through these inner transformations that are happening to you. So rest assured that a lot is happening underneath. A lot is happening internally. Please be careful around secrets. There's going to be something around things that so far have been secrets, maybe and not being a secret anymore, and that could be a little bit challenging for some of you, but at the same time it could be the case that maybe you're going to achieve a sense of freedom by releasing this sense of secrecy. That could be it for some of you. I hope that that made sense to you, Aquarius. Now we're going to look at the two new cards for January 2018. I did pull two cards from the Joan Holland Tarot deck, the Psychic Tarot, and you have New Beginning and Shadow. So allow me to figure out what does this mean for you. So it means take a brave leap of faith, okay, and just go for it. A new adventure awaits for you if you find the courage to kind of, let it happen, make it happen, take a step forward, take some action. And usually it means that if you feel stuck or stagnating, maybe you really need to take a closer look into your own personal emotional state, spirituality, the deeper meaning of what's going on inside of you. Maybe you do need to face some internally, deal and face your struggles, your fears, your anxiety. And by you having to face and heal yourself internally, that's how you're going to make place for getting unstuck and for these new adventures to begin. It also means that you do have and you do possess that inner wisdom, thoughts, everything that you need to deal with anything internally. So that's the meaning of the card. So for some of you, pretty much you are encouraged not to play it safe all the time, to get a little bit more out of your comfort zone, try new things, go after your goals, take a more active role into pursuing your goals. Have a plan, set out new goals, have a new vision. And I really feel that for some of you, this is about your health. For some of you, either you are going to experience some significant improvement in your health. This could be about you setting new goals about your health, but generally I keep getting a lot of focus. It's going to be in your body, healing your health. I also keep getting that you could be signing up for some courses, classes. It could also be spiritual learning, spiritual courses, metaphysic courses for some of you. You are going to either initiate them or complete them sometime in January. The next card that you have is Shadow. So the meaning of the card is emotions, sensitivity, a reminder that nothing in life stays the same forever. So again, they are calling you to take action, to face your fears, to look into the darkness of your soul, to confront anything that maybe you are avoiding, and to find the source of your strength, to find the source of your courage. And no matter what is happening, there's going to be a light at the end of the tunnel. So they're talking about some sort of cleansing process. If this doesn't apply to emotionally, this kind of cleansing process, this could be, maybe you could be doing some sort of a cleanse. It's the new year. Some of you are going to be really focusing on improving your health, improving your body. But they're also talking about an increase, a huge significant increase in your intuitive and psychic abilities. You could be having very powerful dreams, but little by little you are going to start to feel that you are more and more in control of your life, your destiny. You're going to start to feel more grounded. For some of you, it's going to be a friend that is going to point out something to you, and sometimes it is through a close friendships, a close friend, someone very close to you, that they always are going to serve like your mirror. You can sometimes lie to yourself, but you cannot lie to them. And that's going to be the case for some of you. This could be a partner, this could be a family member, this could be a friend. So this is going to be someone very close to you. I also keep getting a sense of abundance. For some of you, for some reason, I keep getting something significant in your finances. Maybe financial abundance. Maybe it's not a huge, distinctive one, but for some of you, it's going to manifest that way. I do keep getting maybe a few days when you're going to feel a little bit off in January. because maybe there's a lot of significant planetary movements happening, but generally I do feel like in January you're going to start to feel more grounded, more supported. For some of you, you could be launching by the end of the month something new. I don't specifically know that could be it. For some of you, it could be launching new stuff with your career. You may decide to change up your desk or your station where you work. You may decide to make some changes around your house. For some of you, I keep getting coming up with a new diet, nutrition, or fitness and exercise plan. For other ones, you could be kind of restructuring your social circle, your maybe your friends on Facebook, kind of going through some sort of a selection of people around you. But whatever this is, I do keep getting a sense that in some ways you are going to be left with a sense of being empowered. So this is what I keep getting for you, and I hope that that made sense to you. Remember that this is a general reading. If you'd like to know more, click in the link right down here in the show more description box. That's going to take you to the Vimeo videos. And if you'd like to schedule a private personal consultation, please email me at amalightworker@gmail.com. You may also visit my website, amalightworker.com. Now remember, in the Vimeo videos, I'm going to break down each and every month for you. Thank you so very much. I wish you the very best throughout 2018. Happy New Year to you, your family, your loved ones. All the best. Bye.